All right. I never thought I'd be saying this, but it's time to rebuild the Boston Celtics after being eliminated by the New York Knicks. Yes, my New York Knicks. We actually succeeded through 2 insane comebacks in Boston to a Game 4 win at the Garden. I was sadly there for Game 3, but then I was also there for Game 4, where it turned into absolute pandemonium and joy. And Boston now has a bigger problem on their hands than even losing the series, because there was a great chance it was about less than 3 minutes left to go in the game when Tatum tore his Achilles, but that's exactly my point. Odds were they were probably about to lose that game, but with that being said, now you might have lost another season. Jason Tatum might be out for the entire 2025-26 year as he tore his right Achilles. Now, I've been to at least 1 to 2 Knicks games in every single series they've been in since they started making the playoffs again a few years ago, and this was truly the second time where I was like, yo, this dude with how he's playing, he's just on one. I just gotta tip my cap, salute, something. The only other time I ever felt that way was when the Knicks were playing Trae Young back in 2021, and it was Game 2. We were down by 15 at halftime, and he was frying us, and I remember I was with one of my friends, and I said, yeah, he's got it. And then we won. We actually won that game. That was when that whole side talk, all that crazy, that era happened of oh, the Knicks fans are crazy outside the Garden, all that. But Tatum, the other day, in another game the Knicks won, he was going nuts, unguardable shots. And it's crazy to think that, and obviously rebuild aside, because he's gonna come back just fine in this rebuild video eventually, but we don't know how Tatum's gonna be once he comes back. 27 years old, he's in the middle of his prime or beginning of it. And at least in recent years, the only player to come back relatively unscathed from the Achilles was KD, but KD also doesn't attack the rim as much as he used to when he was A, younger, and B, pre-Achilles tear. But he also can just kind of just shoot the ball over anybody. I'm interested to see, and interested, but also fearful for the sake of himself, how Tatum will look once he does come back. But hey, for now though, it is time to rebuild the Celtics, and there is rumors of a lot of moves going into this season, this next season for this team, both salary wise and in general, just team wise, in need of change, as this will probably be the last time this starting 5 will ever be seen together, and I'm gonna make sure that's the case in this video. So we're gonna start this video off with trading Jrue Holiday and 2 first-round picks, a pick this year, which is 30th, and our 2028 trash first to the Rockets for the 10th pick in the draft, Brooklyn's unprotected pick next year, which they shouldn't have, but 2K is weird, and Jock Landale. So yeah, we're just gonna offload the contract of Jrue and put ourselves in decent cap standing. I'm gonna trade Jock Landale to the Pistons for a pick because I didn't want him in the first place. So we kind of get 3 first-round picks out of this, but we also get Brooklyn's pick next year, which this team was built off of Brooklyn picks. It's just part of our nature. And I did see some on Twitter that the last time the Knicks and Celtics matched up and the Knicks beat the Celtics back in 2013 was when that was the last time Pierce, Garnett, that whole team was together. So obviously it made me think of that because we just traded for a bunch of Brooklyn picks again. Now I know I just said something about getting in good salary standing, but I'm gonna trade Kristaps Porzingis in the way that you might not expect it. Honestly, we are gonna trade Porzingis, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta to the New Orleans Pelicans for Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum. Yep. Now why am I doing this? This gives us a co-star for Jaylen Brown for the 1 year without Jason Tatum, and potentially a big 3 for when he gets back. Someone who could actually put the ball on the floor and hoop. Simple. But this also gives New Orleans the opportunity to kind of restart, since this era has not worked for them for years. And I think we're using the trade exception we just got from trading Jrue, which is pretty funny. I low-key don't even really want CJ, but honestly, I might keep him around. I actually think I am going to keep him around because this is probably the last year before he severely drops in overall. But also too, this might allow us to keep Peyton Pritchard. Either him or McCollum will be the 6th man. We're also going to trade Xavier Tillman to the Kings for a lottery protected pick next year. And that's it for now. But remember, we still have that 10th pick in the draft. The Dallas Mavericks have traded the 1st overall pick to the San Antonio Spurs for the 2nd overall pick and De'Aaron Fox. And they traded PJ Washington as well. I have never seen this one. This one specifically, I don't think I've seen. Cooper Flagg is going to be a Spur, and Ace Bailey is going to the Mavericks, but they also get De'Aaron. That is insane. And what the hell? This dude went 3. Dylan Harper goes to the Hornets. Oh, a lot is happening right now. The Wizards trade pick 6 for 13 and Onyeka Okongwu. They take Derek Queen. And the Raptors trade pick 9 for Derek Queen. And they take Malua, whatever his name is. Now, I feel like admitting something real quick. This is actually my 2nd time recording this video. Now, that might sound insane, but it's because I've been having a lot of technical issues recently with my microphone, my computer, a bunch of stuff, and my mic just sounded trash through the whole video, and hopefully it doesn't sound it for this video. So I decided to do it again. And for one, we're already going a different direction because I did not trade for Zion. But who I did draft with his 10th pick, ironically, the same 2 players are available. It was between Edgecombe or Trae Johnson. Now, the last time I drafted Trae Johnson. Now, nothing on the actual performance part. I'm not going to spoil that. Nor do I really even know myself. We're in a whole different scenario, but that's kind of the point. I don't know if we should go for Edgecomb to potentially, you know, be the Swiss Army knife defender, whatever, or if we should go for Trae Johnson, because I was watching this tape that the NBA draft combine was yesterday, and this dude Trae Johnson is a hooper. I was watching this right here. This man Trae Johnson has like one of the smoothest looking jumpers I ever seen. He's just pulling, and I think they said he like didn't miss a mid-range. And you know me, I love a good mid-range. The last time I was making this video, I had drafted him because we didn't have a CJ McCollum. We just had Peyton Pritchard. You know, we need another scorer, but I don't know. All right, we just made a trade. I actually don't know if I got fleeced or not, but we did. The Atlanta Hawks have agreed, and we traded up one pick to get, instead of doing all that, I went and got Kaman. I got the center. We are going to have an actual center since we just traded Porzingis. This is the smart move, but we also got the 24th pick in the draft, which isn't too far away. So I think I might have got fleeced because they accepted the first offer I gave, but that's okay. It was just the pick for those two picks. And with the 24th, oh yeah, this is nasty. This is nasty. You know what though, man? I just showed his highlights and everything. We are going to make a trade to get Trae Johnson from the Hawks for Jordan Walsh and the 24th pick. Matter of fact, I don't even want this dude Muhammad. Sorry, Muhammad. I just don't want him. Can I maybe? We did it. It was just Jordan Walsh and the 24th pick to get. Instead, we now have Kaman and Trae Johnson. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So welcome to the team of the two rooks. I'm for sure going to play them this year. I don't care. I don't care if they're 74s. They're going to lock in. All right. So in free agency, I went ahead and signed Clique, Tim Hardaway, brought back Al Horford, got Gershon Yabusele, Celtics legend, brought back Luke Cornett on a 3-year deal, and signed this dude named Dink Pate. I don't know who this really is, but it said he had good potential, so I signed him to a 2-year deal because I could. We just had a roster spot. And one thing that's already made me sad is that CJ McCollum went down 5 overalls. Maybe this is just my payback for the finesse we pulled off, but he'll serve as our backup for 1 year, and then honestly after that, I mean, his 30 million expires. Maybe I'll use it in a trade or something during the season. I don't know, but probably maybe not. I don't know. He's the only person that's trying to sign a contract extension. It's for like nothing, but once again, I'm just gonna hold that off. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give him a 1-year extension just in case I want to trade him next offseason. Hey, come on out here with 43 on like he Kendrick Perkins. I don't know. I might have to respect him. Also, I gave Tatum the max amount of days that I could for an Achilles injury, which was 480, because he's probably gonna miss this whole season. If he comes back, hey man, just consider it luck. So we're gonna go with the starting 5 of Pritchard, White, Brown, Zion, and yes, this might even be for a week if it doesn't work out, but come on, I am starting him off the rip with Clint Capella as the backup center, although he is actually getting more minutes right now, but that doesn't matter. Trae Johnson's getting 26 minutes off the bench, and then you got McCollum, Yabusele, and Hardaway. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take one of their minutes each and give them both to McCollum because he should get a couple as well. I do think a center trade is probably still inbound for this team this year, and then move Kaman back to the bench. Maybe someone who could also space the floor a little bit. Ooh, and it was funny is I was thinking about getting this dude back. This man Robert Williams. It's been a while, man, but we don't got the facilities for this right now, and we are currently first in the conference. Maybe this is a mastermind move. All right, Kaman's having a pretty rough start though. Individually, 37%, 24 from 3, 6 and 6, and he's removing wins. He's taking away wins from the team, dog. I will say though, yeah, they always make him do. He shoots way too many threes for a 66 3-pointer. He has a 53-point shot tendency with a 66. I'm gonna put this thing down to 15 if he really wants to fire a few. But I'm gonna move him to the bench for now for Clint. Trae Johnson is playing incredibly though. He's almost shooting 50, 40, 90 in his first ever stint in the NBA. Pelicans are actually only playing that bad, and I low-key didn't even think about how this trade's actually pretty cool for them because Trey Murphy was starting to look like he could really just cook last season at certain points. Granted, he might not even be doing that in 2K because they hate everybody. Hey Boston, don't say I never did anything for you. We are trading CJ McCollum, 3 Boston first-round picks, and Detroit's first this year for Bam Adebayo. Oh, I already know this trade's gonna work because they offered it. They countered with this offer. I was trying to see, hey, how could, you know, we even without Tatum, we're damn near the first seed. How could we get even better? And yeah, I know Pat Riley probably in this simulation would have in some way resigned from the team. Let's just say not be present with this team by this point, because there is no way in hell he would allow this to happen. But hey, guess who's the new center of the Celtics? And get ready to learn 3-point shot. I know Bam be mad weird about shooting threes sometimes. Well, guess what? Time to shoot threes. We're then going to trade Luke Cornett and this dude Dink to the Lakers for AJ Mitchell and Trey Jamison. And we're honestly just going to go with a 9-man rotation for now and run AJ Mitchell. Actually, I take that back. Hardaway's been good too. I'm going to split Kaman's minutes with Tim Hardaway. And then we got AJ Mitchell, Capella, and Trae Johnson on the bench with the starters of Pritchard, White, Brown, Zion, and Bam. And this is without Jason Tatum. I don't even know what the hell the lineup's going to look like. We might move White to the PG once Tatum comes back. I don't know. I'm now realizing that his little player card right there still has hair, but then this one doesn't. I wonder if he feels like a better or worse basketball player because of the bald head. Would it be more freeing? I mean, it worked for Mike, I think. Well, we have jumped up to #1 in the conference. Barely, though. And it still says Tatum's done for the season as of now, so probably going the whole year without him. But let's see, though. Second seed. Can we get Tatum another ring while he sits on the sideline? Well, we just lost 4 games in a row, but they were all relatively close. We're not a powerhouse. We're losing a lot of games right now for sure. I think as the playoffs approach, I'm going to go ahead and remove Kaman from the rotation. We're just going to run the 9-man with Hardaway, Mitchell, Capella, and Trae Johnson. Jokic wins MVP. Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Harper wins 6th Man of the Year. Victor DPOY. Scoot Most Improved. And Coach of the Year to Chris Finch, 60 and 22. We did have Zion make the All-NBA 3rd team, averaging 23, 9, and 6. The 9 boards is a career high. And Bam made the All-Defensive 2nd team. Trae Johnson All-Rookie 2nd team. Surprised he wasn't higher. And we finished as 2nd best in the conference, 2 games behind the Knicks, and probably like 5th best in the league. Yeah. Oh my God. Jason Tatum is healthy. He has returned. I didn't get a notification or nothing. They didn't tell me or nothing. How long has he been good for? Did they say it on social media? Set to return against Pacers. It was probably 2 days ago, literally 2 games ago. And instead we're going to ease him in for the regular season. I mean, after the regular season, for the playoff. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move Jason in the starting 5, and Peyton, with a full year of starting under his belt, which I think will only help in this regard, is going to take back his 6-man role. This is pretty wild. I'm going to put White is at the 1 now. And really what might be most ideal, crazy to say, I would like to see Zion initiating the offense out here. Zion bring up the ball, push the pace, and everyone space the floor. Hey, Brooklyn, you know what's coming for you. 30-point win game 1, 43 from Brown. Tatum 22 and 12 in his return. Second game, Tatum and Brown with 30 each. Zion with 22, 17 from Bam, 13 from White. This is about as perfect a game as you could ask for, damn near. We win the 3rd and we win the 4th. 2nd round against Cleveland. Look at this lineup. Even the defensive purposes of it. The defense is insane. We lose game 1 by 1. We lose game 2 by 2. All right, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, now we're gonna lose game 3 by 80. The Celtics curse is hitting. The 2K Celtics curse is hitting. Okay, we're gonna win the next one by 20, but we're down 3-1, and that's after winning. We're gonna win another one, force it to 2-3. Oh, it's Cleveland. You know what, Cleveland, for the sake of yourself, lock in. Yeah. You know what, Cleveland, I don't want to lose this, but damn. And we should not, man. This is a bad loss for us, but losing Cleveland blew in a 3-0 after losing the Pacers would be crazy. Oh wow, Sam Hauser on the Cavs. That's crazy. But yeah, we lose to the Cavs. 3 for 12 from White, 4 for 14 from Tatum. And Tatum averaged 25 in his return. He did not play the entire 25-26 season, but he got in here for the playoffs though. Also, Trae Johnson had a bad fall off in the play. Actually, it says 43 games. It glitched for him. That kind of screwed him over. And Cleveland is going to go to the finals and lose to OKC. Al Horford has retired. We cannot get him a 2nd ring. This is an all right Hall of Fame class. Oh, and we played the Nets in the... I like fully went out the way to make sure I didn't trade that Nets pick to the Heat, but for Bam, and I could have probably traded less picks, but the Nets made the playoffs. So we're going to get the 16th pick from Brooklyn. Shout out to them. But I mean, hey, that's my karma for finessing the league this much and getting back off of the holiday trade. I don't even know anymore, honestly. All right, well, for the time being, I decided to keep the pick. We're going to select Jaden Quaintance with the 16th pick. All right, we have traded with the Atlanta Hawks and gave up. I'm just going to cut to the chase. Derek White, Tim Hardaway Jr., Clint Capella, Gershon Yabusele, and Baylor Shireman. Most of them for contractual reasons, to the Hawks for Trae Young and a 1st-round pick. Shout out to Derek White, but well, for one, if I could be totally honest with you, I think Derek White might actually fit the starting 5 better in terms of like a guy who can chuck threes and everything than even Jaylen Brown does. But I just think we should keep the culture together of Brown, Tatum, etc. at this point. Trae Young, the player I was thinking, you know, when it came to the end of last year and we had to make the move in the starting 5, I'm like, damn, I want a facilitator at the 1 who's the better facilitator, blah, blah, blah. But Trae Young is Trae Young. He's going to swing that rock. He never has to average 30 again. He averaged 30 last year. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that over here. You don't got to do that. Just swing that rock. So we're going to have a starting 5 of Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Zion, and Bam. And I signed, funnily enough, can I be honest with you? I actually signed Mitchell Robinson just to trade him. I also purposefully overpaid him. You're gonna see too, I definitely did not front load this guy. I overpaid him just to trade him, but well, I was trying to trade for players in a bit higher of a tax bracket than Trae Young, but eventually I just defaulted on him, and that's fine. Honestly, better off. So now we have Mitchell Robinson as well, who I could trade. You know, we got Kaman, we got Quaintance. We might just run this bench, rookie bench thing. We got Pritchard, Trey Johnson. I kind of need a wing, and there's still like a day left of free agency. So, oh, actually, we're about to get AJ Mitchell back. He's restricted. No one's offering him. He's about to just get defaulted back to the team, and I can't afford him because we don't have the thing or whatever. I don't know the word. Anyways, yeah, this is probably gonna be the 5-man bench right here at the bottom with Trae, Bam, Jaylen Brown, Zion, and Jason Tatum. They all went down overall for some reason, but whatever. Tatum makes sense because, you know, he kind of had a torn Achilles. It feels weird to even like say Tatum in conjunction with an injury. Anyways, we got a few dudes that want contract re-signings. Bam's one of them. Zion's another. Pritchard is the third, and Trae will be, but not yet. We were actually, I'm actually kind of surprised we're number one. We were not really that good for a little bit, and I was sad. But as you can see, we're racking up a lot of wins now. Earlier in the year, I mean, we were still good, but like right here, a little bit of, we were like 5th for a while, but now we're 1st. Zion is averaging the most points in the team. Everyone's playing pretty well. Also, because I didn't sign any extra free agents, they signed AJ Green because his name's Green, James Bouknight, and Julian Champagnie just to fill out the roster. Zion's the most valuable player on the roster, and nobody is specifically hurting us or anything. The Mavericks are 45-6 with Kyrie, Fox, Bailey, AD, Lively. Oh, they've got Capella now. They traded for him from Atlanta, which I traded him back to. I was looking at trades to potentially trade Kaman Maluak. I know that might seem a bit, you know, oh wow, you're giving up on your guy just year 2. But yeah, I would to make the rotation better. I didn't see anything that was that pivotal, so I've decided just to shorten it to a 9-man rotation. I also turned it on automatic. They want to play AJ Mitchell a lot, but yeah, I decided to give Joe Mazzulla the keys for the rest of the season and just keep it pushing, see what happens. Also, Trae Young will extend his contract 4 years. Welcome back. Sound like I'm talking to a president. Jokic wins MVP. Chris Sinak Jr. Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper 6-man, and Jason Kidd Coach of the Year. Zion made the 3rd team again, averaging 20 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. 64 from the field, and we finished as number 1 with 62 wins. A great second half of the season. Only a few wins behind the number 1 seed in Mavericks, 7 to be exact. All right, first round playing the Pistons. Julius Randle is on the team now with Isaiah Stewart and company. No Duran, and we are gonna win this series in 5. New York, the second round. They've got Jalen Brunson, Dash Daniels, OG, Josh Hart, and Cat. I don't know. They have Okongwu now and AJ DeBonsta, the number 1 overall pick, who I'm pretty sure they stole with that Washington pick. Also Max Strus, Jovic, couple Heat players, but specifically I was wondering where Mikal was, but I'm assuming, is he on the Hawks? No. Oh, Congo was on the Wizards. Okay, well, that is the trade they did. Not really sure why, but whatever. We're gonna win game 1, game 2, lose game 3, win game 4, and win in 5, and make it to the conference finals in year 2 of the rebuild, playing against the Brooklyn Nets with Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Cam Thomas, Champagnie, the other Champagnie, because we have the other one on our bench, and Nick Claxton. Win game 1, 2, lost the 3rd, lost the 4th, won the 5th, lost the 6th to this team. God, I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell I'm looking at half the time. And why is Boston so cursed in this game? We have lost to the, did we just blow it 3-1? I can't even tell. No, it was 2-0, but wow. And the Nets are going to lose in the finals to the Mavs, but we lost to Brooklyn. Ironically, after stealing all their picks, that's their get back. They're playing against their team basically. And this is the conference final stats. Tatum, I'd say, was a little off. He shot 53% in the regular season and 46% in this series, whereas Zion just keeps getting better. But the Nets just cooked us, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. What am I supposed to do? You know, we got 5 90s and a full 80 overall bench. We lose to a team with, yeah. So as I said, I've been having a myriad of mic and computer issues. So I just went back and saw it stop recording me while I was talking when I was talking about D'Angelo Russell week. So with that being said, nothing really happened. The offseason just passed. We drafted some weak rookie, and all I was saying was that we are going to run it back basically. We got AJ Mitchell back on a normal deal because someone matched his contract and I was able to keep him now, which, by the way, I don't think if you're a restricted free agent, then you go into free agency and you accept the qualifying offer, I don't think the next year that you're still restricted, but maybe they, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Because I remember Porzingis was like threatening to let the Knicks get him on a 1 year back when he was still on the Knicks. I don't know. And we also signed Andre Jackson and Aaron Nesmith just to fill out the roster. I think we still have one more roster spot, but I don't really care. But I'm running it back though, because, and I was about to say, I'm going to run it back because our 2 most valuable players on statistically, you know, estimated wins wins. It actually just changed. I think this stuff always glitches like that. But regardless, it's Zion and Trae Young, actually. But when it comes to our defense, supposedly, our defense isn't great and they're not good defenders. But I just think that if they're the two most, important offensive players now, I guess, very quickly that happened. We can't move on from that. So we're just going to run it back. And hopefully this is the year, especially for the case that I'm over here trying to record on my day. Basically, I to this day, it's funny, actually, shout out to the dude. Some dude just messaged me on Instagram asking, like, do you know what's going wrong with my 2K and my monitor is tweaking or whatever? Shout out to you if you're watching this. And I responded back, I don't know. I have no clue. I am not good with like all this technological stuff. So my computer started tweaking a little bit. I just bought a new one. And maybe in 3 weeks, I don't have to worry about this mic issue no more. But and before you say, oh, Clique, is it a mic issue? I replaced all the microphone stuff and it kept happening. So no. Anyways, we're 18-2. We are 44-4 at the trade deadline. Boston cooking the league this year. Wonder if our defense just got better off principle. I guess it did. It's funny. Well, wait, didn't I have it on automatic anyways? Yeah, I never looked at the rotation once this season. And it's the same thing again, basically. Actually, no, Pritchard isn't playing. Oh, that could be a reason why the defense is better. We are running two centers off the, well, we always did this, but we're running Trae Johnson, AJ Mitchell, Kaman, and Mitchell Robinson. And Kaman now, I mean, he's doing a lot better. And then we got, the same starting five as always, but Peyton Pritchard is just chilling. He's not even nothing, not playing nothing. And I guess we'll keep it that way, honestly. Go ahead and re-sign Jaylen Brown and whoever else real quick. Zion, unless Tatum. But yeah, we're still the #1 offense without Pritchard, and we're the #1 defense now. I was kind of excited to make him a focal point throughout this video, but instead, maybe he was the problem. Who knows? Nikola Jokic MVP, Tyron Stokes Rookie of the Year, Jeremiah Fears 6-man, Victor Sorber, Chet Holmgren, and Joe Mazzulla Coach of the Year 74-8. We had Zion made the All-NBA third team still 17-8-5, a steal and a block, and actually a little bit worse from the field than normal, but who cares? We won 70-something games. And first round, we're going to play against the Pistons again, actually. We're going to beat them in 5. Second round, the Pacers, we beat them in 4. And third round, the Nets again, 2-1, 3-1 Brooklyn. Are we serious? Does this team just have it? What is wrong with them? Okay, we're going to win the next game by 6, barely. Next game in Brooklyn. Okay, we're going to win again by 3, but barely. And the next game, 3-1 lead, on the verge of coming back from Boston. Please, the Celtics, we're rooting for you today and today only, except not really. And we are going to win a 3-1 comeback, win by 6, and we're gonna play Dallas in the finals. They have Ace Bailey. I would have never thought I'd see them with Ace Bailey this early on into doing these. I never thought they would have traded the pick. De'Aaron is still there too. This is the one time that it's actually a good thing that De'Aaron's still the 2, because he's starting next to Kyrie. And yeah, this is a team that seems relatively flawed in its actual makeup, but it doesn't matter because they're just that good, and we win game 1 anyways. What is that, a 17-point win or something? I don't know. I can't do math right now. 28-11 from Trae in this game. Pretty efficient from the team. We shot 59% from the field and 49% from 3 and 93% from the line. 6-point win in game 2. Another win, Kyrie. Oh yeah, I just realized it's the repeat finals. We're gonna win another one by 9 again. Why did Brooklyn give us more of a run for our money than the damn Mavericks? Okay, well, maybe I spoke too soon. We are going to win the NBA Finals in 5 games in 2028. The return of Jason Tatum with Bam Adebayo, Trae Young, Zion, just a coalition of I don't know what. Jason, go-to shot. Oh my goodness, lost Bailey, bucket. Come on, Kai. You don't got it, Kai. You don't got it, Kai. Oh yeah, we stepping up on these, Kai. Yeah, Boston. Woo. 2028 NBA champions. Not so bad. We probably should have won last year and maybe the year before. But hey, if this year has taught us anything about the NBA, maybe 2K's right. Sometimes you just lose when you're not supposed to. Sometimes the other team just has more dog. I guess it does happen. But your Boston Celtics, as I think that's Trae Johnson, I could be wrong, hoist up the trophy. And Zion is the finals MVP. Thank you, Porzingis. Pretty funny though. Well, they're about to start the narrative again. Another finals MVP that isn't to Tatum. They're about to have the Curry thing going for him. It's a cool little angle right here. Why'd they all get back on the court though? 24 from Trae, 23 from Bam, 20 from Brown, 20 from Zion, 18 from Tatum with 8 and 8 to fill out his stat sheet. And yeah, we are gonna win the finals in 5 games. Zion averaged 19, 6 and 5 to win with 2 steals and a block. Here's the playoff stats as a whole. No glitches in here or nothing. So this is just it. Tatum was the leading scorer for the whole playoffs. And Zion was 2nd, Brown 3rd, Trae 4th, and Trae Johnson 5th. Bam was 7th. Anyways, it's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Shout out to Michael Petrus. Shout out to Dennis Johnson. And shout out to Jalen Brunson. And I'm gonna get the hell up and out of here.